Hello, hi everyone. We are in the middle of Samarkand, Registan Square. I hope you're all doing well and the weather is beautiful in Samarkand, and in a minute we're gonna have a live show at the Registan. I hope you're hearing me well, everyone. By the way, Saeed, good friend of mine, is helping me behind the camera. He's saying hello to everyone. Thanks for the Silk Road destination to giving us this opportunity. And I hope you're all well behind the camera, all the audience. And as I mentioned earlier, we're gonna start the show in a minute. Good afternoon everyone, my name is Zokia. I work as a tour guide for Silk Road destination, and I'm so excited to be in the middle of Registan Square, and we're gonna have an online tour. Registan Square. Registan from Persian means sandy place. Before these beautiful madrasas, magnificent architecture erected, this area used to be a beautiful oriental market and caravanserai. When Amir Timur, the great conqueror, was in charge of Timurid Empire, the Silk Road was at its best, and it was a heaven for traders because the protection was given by Amir Timur, and it was so easy and so safe to travel Registan, and at the same time this beautiful market. So just think that we are in the middle of 14th century and we'll find this beautiful oriental market, and in one side we'll see visitors, the merchants coming from China with their beautiful silk. Next to them, Indian merchants with beautiful jewelry and gold. Next to them, loud Persians with their beautiful carpets, and the Arabs with their amazing knives and swords. But at the same time, look at the right side where the locals will see the masters of pottery, ceramics coming from Bukhara and Khiva, and at the same time the locals with their Konigil paper was well known in the world. And at the same time daily products like bread, just normal bread, and everyone used to love the Samarkand bread, and the fruits and vegetables and the dry fruits. So in the middle of where I'm standing now, I call it a center of civilization. You ask why? Because not only the exotic goods that the travelers brought, but they brought different culture, different mentality, different religion, and the different information. And this was the center of information. In those days, BBC and CNN did not exist, don't get me wrong, but the information would pass by the traders. You knew that next week the king of Iran is getting married. And you knew that in China, kingdom is changing and taken over by others. So that was the center of civilization and information. And 5 centuries after, the first building, beginning of 15th century, to be exact 1420, 600 years ago, the grandson of Amir Timur, Ulugh Bek, builds a magnificent madrasa, one of the biggest and most beautiful in Central Asia. Just have a look at its beauty. Geometrical ornaments, scripts in Kufi, for the surahs from Quran, everything is in there. So the first madrasa is Ulugh Bek Madrasa, Ulugh Bek Academy. Ulugh Bek moved the bazaar from here to the north gates and made this academic and spiritual center. And the second building on our left side is beautiful Sher Dor. The Sher Dor means the building or madrasa with the lion, because right in the center of the portal you see a hungry lion, deer, and a sun. 2 centuries after the second building appears, the great Bahadur Yatush, the governor of Samarkand, decided to build a beautiful madrasa as a present to his people, and he admired work of Ulugh Bek, so he decided to build a madrasa also. And this is the first madrasa where you see an animal and the human-shaped sun drawn in the building, because that was prohibited in Islam. You could not draw an animal or the human picture That's why inside this madrasa there is no mosque. But the third and final madrasa, Tilakari, translated as a gilded with gold, right straight opposite you. And what's different between those madrasas? The Tilakari has one of the best, one of the most beautifully decorated mosques inside. In the middle of 17th century, in Samarkand, Bibi Khanum mosque was destroyed after the earthquake, and Bahadur Yalantush decided to build a beautiful mosque for the locals and attend the Friday prayers himself. And when you look at the Tilakari madrasa, you will find two beautiful minarets, and those minarets are tiny, but they were used to called for azan. And next to you, the Ulughbeks minarets, they were decorational. And now I would like to take you inside with me, and all of us will be students inside the madrasa, and we'll see more closely the madrasa. Just by the way, the meaning of this beautiful picture drawn in portal, the lion means the hungry student, the deer means the knowledge, and the sun means the teacher. So the hungry student running behind the knowledge with the help of the teacher. Let's all of us be a hungry lion and run behind the deer. And then now we are entering a beautiful 600 years old madrasa. Equivalent with today, we can say the University of Cambridge or Oxford back in the days. And the Ulughbek himself, it was a different person. He personally my hero. Why? Because at the age of 15, Ulughbek was given the Samarkand city, and he was a king on at the same time he was an astronomer. So they used to call him an astronomer on the throne. And Ulughbek had different ideas than Amir Timur. Ulughbek always said the knowledge is very important. By winning the battles, you're gonna have lots of enemies. But by learning, by teaching, you will have lots of admirers. And he's right. When you look at our generation now, thanks God there is no wars, but the scientists are working hard and opening lots of doors to us. And Ulughbek, once he walked in this door, he was not the ruler anymore. He was just a normal teacher. He was teaching astronomy to the students. And first thing that he said to his students, from age of 7 to age of 70, never stop learning. Run behind the knowledge. No matter, it might take you to China or to Saudi Arabia. Just follow the knowledge. And when you look at the main portal of Ulughbek Madrasa, it says, religions will disappear like a fog. Kingdoms will collapse, but the work of scientists will never be forgotten. And now in this madrasa, there were architects from all over the world. And the work they did, it's amazing. And until now, of course, the few by the Russians or by Uzbek archaeologists, reconstruction has been made in Ulughbek. Of course, 600 years is hard to imagine the building standing. But when you look at the style of decoration, you will find Kufi scripts, you will find mosaic, maiolics, you will find the marble carving, you will find two different types of bricks, sun-dried bricks and burned bricks. And at the same time, don't forget the beauty of the doors. A decoration was given by Samarkand masters, the wood carvers, and this beautiful door can last easily for 150 years. And now we're going to enter the entrance of Ulughbek Madrasa. I always feel good when I walk in this madrasa because I know that 600 years ago Ulughbek himself was walking here. Here we are, now we are inside of Ulughbek Madrasa courtyard. Sorry for the connection, we lost it for a little bit there. And now I would like to to introduce you the beautiful madrasa of 15th century. Madrasa was two-floored, had 50 hujras. Hujras is the cell. In the first floor, I'll come this way. In the first floor, students were taking a rest mostly, doing their homeworks, and in the second floor, it was a bedroom and the storage room. But at the beginning, when this building built in the 15th century, the hujras were much shorter. Don't think the people were not short, but that was to keep the temperature cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And you can see the surahs from Quran. And in this madrasa, beautiful madrasa, not just the astronomy or science was important, and at the same time, the students were they've been told to the Sharia law. So that's why there is a beautiful mosque in the middle of the madrasa, so students and teachers can gather 5 times a day and do their daily prayers. And Ulugbek wasn't just the astronomer or the ruler, but he makes sure that the Islam was in a right direction. So beautiful garden in the middle of the madrasa with lots of the fruit trees, and we'll see 4 niches. And niches, the role of the niches was the summer lecture rooms. So these niches could gather 25 students at the same time. I'm going to show you more closer. Here we are. This is the example of the summer lecture room. The teacher would be right in the middle, and students would gather here. And in the summertime, only 2 niches were used at the same time because of the sun's direction. When the sun on the other side, those 2 niches have been used. If the sun moves towards the other side, other 2 niches were used. And at the same time, in this madrasa, up to 100 students studied. Each hujra was for 2 or 3 students. And the studies would be in 3 stages, and each stage would take them 4 to 5 years. And when you enter the first stage, it was just elementary. The second was a middle stage, and the high stage was the third one. And then when you finish the high stage, that means you studied here for almost 15 years. And they would give you the diploma with a stamp of Ulugbek, and you could work anywhere in the country. You could work as a teacher, as an imam, you could work as a translator, you could work as a help of the judge, help of the qazi. And for students, it was so much buzz to study here, because imagine that you are seeing the ruler every single day. And to other students, they always dream of studying in this amazing madrasa, but not everyone could afford, because the study was for free, but the hujra you used to pay for. And now I would like to take you upstairs and show you close the hujra of the students and the beautiful view from upstairs. And when you, Saeed, if you can show them the niche, the 4 different niches has 4 different geometrical patterns, and in Samarkand you will never find a same design, same style building. They're all different, no matter if it's mosaics, maiolica, it could be a wood carving or it could be a stone carving. Everything is different. Every master, they have their signature style, and you cannot copy that style. And as I mentioned earlier, the madrasa was very strict for the students, and also the lectures was given by the very professional teachers, and geometry, mathematics, Sharia law, and astronomy was at this peak. And Ulugbek also built one of the We are live again. Sorry for the trouble with the connection. We are in the second floor of madrasa. Just look at the view, and this balcony was a resting place for students. And I would like to show you one of the hujras. Please come on in. Man your head. Now it's a souvenir shop. But 15th century, this place was a bedroom and a storage room. Here, 2 or 3 students slept. And the decoration was very simple, just white and the window on the other side. And the reason these bedrooms were so simple, they didn't want to interrupt the students. And now is a souvenir shop, and let's go now outside. Again, just look at the work of the wood carvers. It's amazing. And I'm gonna show you the balcony where the students gathered in the evening. Imagine, cup of tea. I'm just sitting down as a student, having my tea and reading my book or doing my homeworks. So this, when you look at madrasa, it's hard to imagine that it was built in 15th century, and students were one of the luckiest to study in this madrasa. And ladies and gentlemen, dear audience, again I would like to thank you to spending a time and being live with us. Again, thank you very much for Silk Road Destination to giving us opportunities to open our wings again. And also, if anyone have questions, please feel free to write in the comments below. And I would really love to see you in Samarkand, and I will be happy to show you not just the Registan Square, but there is many other memorial places in Samarkand. And I hope you liked our live video, and I'm looking forward to seeing you soon. And thank you very much. Take care. Bye.